April 17th, 2016. That's when I first made a YouTube YouTube channel. But it wasn't until 2018 I uploaded my first video to YouTube, and it was just me on my phone on a screen using a screen recorder, recording myself playing Geometry Dash while in my parents' living room. If you listen closely, you can hear in the background my grandmother and grandfather talking about whatever was going on at the time, and I believe it was during the time period where the local news was going on. And then I finished the Geometry Dash level and finished the recording. I ended the recording. I just had a stock image with the word saying gaming on it um, for my intro. I just had a stock in for both my intro and my outro. I just had a stock image for saying gaming for my intro and a stock image for my outro saying thanks for watching, I believe. And it wasn't until later on in 2018 or maybe early 2019 where I got a proper intro. But I think that was after I changed that channel's name from Saiyan Gaming to Alpha Phoenix. And this was my old channel, Alpha Phoenix, created in 2016. And it wasn't until 2018 when I started secondary school, I think which is also known as high school in America, where I was in Form 1, known as sixth grade, I believe, um, recording recording videos on my phone, an old Samsung Grand Prime. The audio was horrible. The video quality was hard garbage, in my opinion. And but that was the start of my YouTube journey. I've been recording and uploading videos ever since then, since 2018, and I still do it to this day. Obviously, I've gotten much better at it. I have access to much better hardware. This is a Samsung A03. Um, I have access to this laptop which I'm recording this video on. Um, well, this is my mom's computer near to me. This is where I'll get into that later on in the video. But this is just a brief history of what I used to do back on my old channel, just recording videos on my phone. It wasn't good, but I knew from when I did start, uh, this was something that I would love. This is a hobby. Besides reading manga, watching anime, playing video games, making YouTube videos was something that I actually enjoyed doing. And honestly, back then I wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to have myself out on the internet like that. It was my mother's rules. And she wasn't someone who was a big fan of her son being on the internet at that young age, being exposed to, that kind of stuff. She's a bit strict. But I kept it a secret. I think up to this day, I haven't really told them about it. I don't think I will. It's not really something I want to share, to be honest. It's just something I want to do on my own. They don't need to know. I show the stuff that my parents do that I don't need to know, so it wouldn't hurt if I do things that they don't know about. Obviously, it's not anything too harmful. It's just me making videos of me playing video games and uploading it to the internet. It's not much harm in that, right? I hope. Anyway, um, fast forward to 2019, November 8th, 2019 to be specific, I made a second channel. I decided that I wanted to run two channels playing two different types of games. I wanted Alpha Phoenix to be the channel where I'll be covering playing through mobile games, while saying gaming, I will be playing through emulated games, which is basically me downloading emulators onto my phone, using a screen recorder and upload and recording myself playing through these games on my tablet at the time. As you can imagine, these videos were not really that great. Like I mentioned, these videos, the commentary is horrible. The mic quality was horrible. I didn't really have a proper microphone, and the games were often louder than my voice. You could barely hear it in the background, and it was just looking back at it, I was like, yeah, these videos are not that great, but I can see why I can see why I enjoyed making them back then. It was just something new. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting to do this thing that I saw a lot of people doing back in the day, making videos. I was like, I was living out that dream. And I don't have a picture. I don't have the Samsung Grand Prime, which is the phone I used to make these videos for when I was using my old channel, Alpha Phoenix. I don't have that phone on me right now. I don't think I have it anymore. I think that phone has been thrown away. Actually, wait, I think I first started with a Huawei and then I switched over to the Samsung Grand Prime. But anyway, the phone I use nowadays to record my videos just a good old Samsung A03. The screen has some cracks and it fell a couple times. And then, of course, the Samsung Tab A that I used in the early days of this channel when I did the original Pokemon Sapphire, Emerald, and Ruby playthrough. Even when I played through the um, PSP version of Dynasty Warriors 4, which was just called Dynasty Warriors. Don't worry, I'll cover that game at some point. I have some plans. That's the why I did. There's a reason why I didn't cover that game when I did the remake playthroughs back in 2024. Um, uh, what else I wanted to talk about? Because for some reason my mind is just not really working with me. Because I know what I wanted to talk about. I don't really make scripts for videos like this, but oh, right. The hardware I use now, of course, it's mostly my laptop's gonna be doing the heavy lifting for like playing PC games, playing emulated games, and um, and I did eventually move away from that original vision with playing through mobile games on Alpha Phoenix and then playing through emulated games on Saiyan Gaming. Um, on the same gaming channel, I just decided that having two channels doing just for that stupid reason was yeah stupid. I wasn't really the smartest tool in the shop. I'm still not really the sharpest tool in the shop, but I'm a little less just a little more mature, a little less stupid. So I think it was in 2019 or maybe early 2020 where I decided to retire, saying Alpha Phoenix and just go full time with Saiyan Gaming. And right now, as it stands with Alpha Phoenix, the Alpha Phoenix has only just stopped at 16 subscribers. Small channels don't really get that much support from YouTube since YouTube doesn't really have any incentives to prop up small channels. They just stick with the big channels that they can rely on. Uh, yeah. So Alpha Phoenix, as it stands, as the 7th of February 2025, it only has 16 subscribers, 111 videos, and with 1,613 views in total when it comes to all the videos that has been uploaded to that channel. I think it was late 2023 or early 2024. I believe it was late 2023 where I hopped on the channel again and I played through some mobile games just to give that channel one final send off before I actually do retire it, which I did twice. The first time, then I came back, do some playthroughs, and then I retired it again, but permanently this time. I'm not gonna be doing anything on that channel. I did decide that I did like wonder that maybe I should completely remodel it and do something different with the channel. Like I did say I wanted to like have like a mini series on my channel where I just review movies and video games or something like that. And I say, hey, I could just turn the Alpha Phoenix channel into this into this extension of the Same Gaming channel where I just review stuff. I was like, I could just shove that into my main channel and stuff like that. I'm already doing complete. I'm doing like games that are very different from each other on my channel, which is something that's In the long run, I'm just gonna be real here. In the long run, that's just gonna make in the current climate that YouTube has, it's gonna that whole model of being a let's play YouTuber would make my channel suffer because I'm not focusing on just one specific niche. It's going into completely different games, tackling completely different niches, and it's just, the algorithm, like, for example, my KOF videos would get like some good views. Let's say if I upload like three KOF videos and I upload a Pokemon video, that Pokemon video will absolutely suffer most of the time, will most likely suffer because it's not a KOF video that I uploaded for the past few days and stuff like that. So yeah, the current YouTube climate is completely different from how it was back then. I know a little bit of how it was back then because I was on YouTube since the early 2000s. Not really like, okay, not the early 2000s. I think YouTube was created in 2009. But you know, not very early YouTube, but early enough when Vine was still around, when the big three was Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Jacksepticeye. Um, I had my personal favorites like Corey Kenshin and stuff like that. I had a YouTuber who I used to really look up to, Super Saiyan Paul. He's not really all that popular anymore. He's way past his prime and stuff like that. But you know, YouTubers come and go, and the current YouTube climate is just completely different from what it was before. Um, yeah, this is also just something I've been wanting to get off my chest for a while. I'm going to move into a completely different era for this YouTube channel. I know that this channel was made in on the 8th of November 2019. I will be making significant changes on the 17th of April 2025. I decided I'm going to completely change the way how I do things. Well, not really completely change, just the way how I upload videos, because I realized that the way how I upload videos, where I record multiple videos throughout, once I get time, I record so many videos. I have them in on saved on a backlog to edit and then upload rapid fire. It is very, very, very exhausting. As much as I love making videos, the schedule I have burns me out completely, almost on a regular basis, to the point where I would end up recording so many videos and upload them. I just wrap, I just in quick succession. Like once a video get uploaded, the next one gets uploaded. I just like just like that. I just end up completely burnt out. It's no one's fault but myself. I was thinking that this whole burnout shit was just I'm not gonna get that. Classic content creator misconception. It's something that I see a lot of creators do get burnout. They do get burnout, and for some reason, yeah, sorry about that. There's some noise in the background that I didn't want it to pop up in the video. So anyway, I completely forgot what I was saying. Um, with the burnout, I used to think that I would never get it. It was a similar mistake a lot of content creators made, is that nah, I'll never get burnout. Proceeds to follow a upload schedule that would lead to burnout, and that's exactly what I did. Um, and it was definitely something of me. It was just basically based on me overcompensating for the fact that in the early days of this Saiyan Gaming, I know that the old channel started as Saiyan Gaming and then eventually changed to Alpha Phoenix, right? This channel was started on certain time periods. I will be able to upload videos because I was extremely busy with school. Obviously, I was in Form 1, Form 2 at the time when this channel had no started. So I was trying to, basically really serious with school, and I had strict parents, so I had to basically not really been I didn't really get a chance to, be playing video games all that often. Obviously, I was like 14, 15, no, 12. It was like the earliest stages of saying gaming, I was like 12, 13, 14. So like basically at the end of my childhood years to like early to mid adolescence was the early stages of singing gaming when I was still figuring out how to record shit properly and shit like that. And I'm telling you, even in this era, I still look back at this era of being proud I was able to do it at all. But I still look back and it's like, yeah, I look at those old videos and I cringe like a lot. I still kind of do cringe at the videos I make even in this era where I make videos on the laptop. I still cringe a lot because my commentary is not really all that great, and I do try to work on it to make sure it's better. But that's why there's a lot of no commentary videos on my channel, so I can just focus on playing the game. Um, there's a lot of games where I was like, I can't really talk and play this game at the same time. I need to focus on playing the game properly. And the KOF games, the KOF marathon I did on my channel was a prime example of that. I was like, especially like the older ones, I was like, I need to just lock in because those old KOF games were just kicking my ass. It was just crazy how hard those early old KOF games was. I was like, bro, what? But anyway, the noise was getting a little excessive, so I applied a noise suppression filter on my microphone on OBS. So hopefully you don't get it. It might change the way how my voice sounds too. Maybe I will check back and see. Anyway, so yeah, playing those old KOF games. Definitely something I most likely would never do again unless if like I get more people watching me and people look back and it's like, dude, play it again. And maybe I'll play it again. Um we'll see. But that'll definitely be something I'll be doing live. I am not just doing that as a regular video. No, no, I'm not doing that again. That's just something that's just a one and done as far as I know. But yeah, so there is a massive change that will be coming to the channel on April 17th. I decided I was thinking of doing it on the 8th of February, but I was like, nah. Let me let my celebrating 5 years intro, just this last a little bit longer, and I would do it on the 17th of April. I think it's a little bit appropriate for me personally and for sentimental sake. Um, just on that date. I decided I want to implement that certain change. Um, there's a lot of things a lot of games I do plan on covering. Actually, no. When I say a lot of games, it's a fair amount of games I want to play through on this, throughout the rest of this year, but it's significantly less compared to how I used to operate. I actually did sit down and count how many games I played through on in 2023 and 2024. I was just playing through them. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it a little bit slow. I'm not gonna follow a strict schedule of okay, I need to get this playthrough, these two playthroughs done between in this certain time period. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that anymore. Alright, this is the last schedule of the playthrough that I will be doing. See, you see this KOF 11 playthrough? Yeah, KOF 11. This KOF 11 playthrough that I'm finishing up, I just need to edit the videos and upload them to YouTube. I'm basically done with the game already. I just need to upload the videos I have in my back catalog and finish off Pokemon Leaf Green. And I'm gonna be doing I haven't decided if I'm going to premiere the video or I'm going to actually live stream it. I'm hoping that once I do decide I'm gonna live stream it, that OBS cooperates with me and I don't get the encoder problems that I was getting with KOF 11, which caused me to re-record some videos of that playthrough, which was like, God damn it, why? But anyway, um, So Dragon Ball Z Hyperdimension. I will decide whether or not I'm going to premiere that video or I'm going to go live with the game. I'm just gonna be playing through the story of Dragon Ball Z Hyperdimension. And these three playthroughs are going to be the last three playthroughs I am going to be doing on a scheduled basis. I think that's the biggest change to how I'm going to be doing playthroughs. I will have these playthroughs. I say I'm gonna do these are gonna be the next playthroughs that I say I'm gonna do. All right, I'm gonna say okay, these are the games I plan on playing through. Okay, in the nearest future. But I'm not gonna go and say, okay, I'm gonna get these done by this time period. So by the time I'm done, I'm gonna unveil the next set of games I'm gonna play through. All right, I'm not gonna do that anymore. All right, I'm just gonna say, okay, these are the games in the nearest future I'm gonna be playing through. I'm gonna be playing through them. The videos will be coming out as the year goes on, and then once I'm done. I'm gonna say, okay, these are the next few games I'm gonna be playing. And eventually I might even stop doing that and just like start playing through games and say, okay, one okay, I'm done with this game. This is the next thing I'm gonna play. Or if it's a series, then well I'm just gonna cover the rest I'm just gonna cover the series. Or if there's like a series of video games where there's like one or two is like, okay, I can miss these, so I'm not gonna cover these. I'm just gonna play through the ones that I wanna play through. And yeah, that's about it. Like, for example, I want to play the Five Nights at Freddy's games, but I really do not see myself covering Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria Simulator or Ultimate Custom Night. Definitely not Ultimate Custom. I am not playing. I don't think I'm ever playing through that game unless if I really say like, okay, I'm just gonna probably like, I don't know, if someone dares me or something like that. I don't know, but. There's just some games like, yeah, no, I'm not covering that. I plan on covering the Jack and Daxter games at some point, and I'm like, I am not playing through Lost Frontier. I'll play through Jack 1, 2, 3, X, and Daxter, but I'm not covering Lost Frontier. When it comes to Ratchet and Clank too, I'm like, I'm gonna play through Ratchet 1, 2, 3. I'll cover Size Matters because I actually like Size Matters. It's my first Ratchet and Clank game, so I kind of like it to an extent, but I'm not playing Secret Agent Clank. I'm just not. You're not getting me to play through Secret Agent Clank. So yeah, there were some games that I played through. I was like, I'm kind of like forcing myself to play through this game because it's part of the series, but I'm not doing that anymore. I just I can't. I it's a hobby, yes, but I can't force myself to partake in certain things that I don't like. Okay? I'm not gonna be forcing myself to cover games I obviously would rather not play. Like for example, I enjoyed the KOF marathon that I did, but I really did not enjoy my time playing through KOF 94 and 95. And to some extent I kind of did not really enjoy some parts of KOF 99. It was just I don't know, it was a weird game. It was a really weird game. So like let's say if I'm doing like another marathon, if there's a certain game in the series that I just don't want to cover, I'm not covering it. I just don't want to play through it. So if I don't want to play through it, I'm not playing through it. Plain and simple. And that's about it. I mean, it's not to say that anyone's forcing me to play through it. And it's not to say that and it's not to say that my audience is not forcing me to play through it. I'm forcing myself to play through it because it's like I need to play this game because it's part of the series. But I've reached a point where I was like, I don't need to force myself to do that, and I don't think I should force myself to do that because I wasn't enjoying it. I enjoyed the KOF marathon, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed making videos, don't get me wrong. But there are some times where I would see a video game series like, oh, I want to cover that. I go to cover it, and there are some games in the series where I was like, I really don't enjoy this game, but I need to cover it. So I will cover it. And I fucking hated it. I hated doing it. It was so horrible, especially playing through KOF 94 and 95. I hated playing through those games. And I decided that another big change I'm gonna make is that I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm just not. Another thing I want to talk about is live streams. Live streams are gonna be still few and far between. I live with my mom, and my PS4 is at my dad's house. My mom and dad are not together. Um, So when I do visit them for long periods of time, like for the summer vacation or for the Christmas vacation, of course I'm there by the PS4 so I can live stream Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is not with me right now because it's on the PS4 by my dad. I'm running a basic laptop with an Intel Core i3. I don't think it's gonna be able to even run Genshin Impact simultaneously live streaming it onto YouTube with OBS. I sure the encoder is not gonna be able to handle it. So I just decided that live streams are gonna be on the back burner for a while, along with many other things. All right, I put reviews on the back burner. I was like, with every single time I made plans to bring back reviews, I keep trying to do it. I just doesn't follow through. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on the back burner until I find an actual format for it to follow. So I'll be like, okay, got it. Same thing here. I don't have access to my own computer. I use my laptop and I use my phone to record videos. And there isn't any recording software present on mobile that allows you to live stream to use the internal device audio with your microphone. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I don't know. I haven't checked the Play Store for such application in a while. So yeah. But as we're talking about hardware, back when I first made the upgrade to recording games on PC, I used my mom's computer. Pulling a picture of it here. Once I'm editing it, I will, at this point, I will pull up the picture right now. You see it. I'll also pull up a screenshot of how it used to be. That is how it actually looked when I did my Dinosaur 7 playthrough. And my KOF 13 playthrough back then. I played the Dinosaur 7 and KOF 13. The KOF 13 playthrough was not that great. I was now getting used to using OBS. So there were some problems with that playthrough. I was like, you know what? I'm deleting that playthrough. And I have done that before. There are some playthroughs I put out and I was like, this playthrough is absolutely dog shit. I'm gonna delete it and I'm going to play through these games again. And I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna play the game better. Not only play the game better, the editing is gonna be much better. The quality is gonna be much better. The commentary more or less will be much better as well. And that's exactly what I did with KOF 13, Swords and Soldiers Soul Adventure, KOF 11. Those are the three games that come to mind right now. Where I was like, yeah, the first playthrough I first did was absolutely horrible. Hold on, sorry about that. Yeah, those are the three games that comes to mind right now. Where the first playthrough was absolutely horrible. I deleted the original one and I completely redid those games. Um, and yeah, so that's basically it I wanted to cover in this announcement. There's a lot of things that's going to be changing. The way how I play through games on the channel, the way how I present myself on the channel, and yeah, and these changes will come into place on April 17th. By that time, I will be done with Pokemon Leaf Green. I will be done with KOF 11, and I will have already recorded, and I will have either already recorded um Dynasty give me Dynasty Warriors, Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension, and set it up to premiere on April 16th. Or I will be setting up, I will set a specific day where it will be all right for me to live stream because I don't live alone. I live with my mom and grandmother. I don't want them to, be constantly calling me to do something and basically disrupting the live stream. That is, unprofessional. So, yeah. But most likely, I think I'm gonna just record it and set it to premiere at some point. And yeah, and oh, before I end things, the last thing I want to do, not really the last thing I want to do, but one of the things I want to do, moving forward post April 17th, Moving on to the rest of 2025 and going into 2026, I want to branch off to other platforms. I did it before, prematurely, much earlier than I should have. Should have waited, but I was impatient. I was growing fed up with YouTube and its problems. I'm still fed up with YouTube and its problems, but I learned to live with it because I've gotten older, smarter, more responsible, more mature. I know when it's time to act, when it isn't really time to act, and I should wait on certain things. So I will be branching off to other platforms like Odyssey and Rumble. And once I do figure out the whole live streaming thing, I will be live streaming on Kick. Once I do plan on growing an audience, getting friends in the friends in the content creation space, and who also live stream as well, and maybe pop into those live streams as well, do a few collabs and shit like that. So if like there's anyone who's in my audience who's also in my Discord server, I do still have a Discord server. Just haven't really promoted it that much, but it will be in the link in the description. It will be in the link in the description below. So if you want to join and hang out with me, it's pretty dead right now because since there isn't much people there. Um, but it's there if you want to come in and hang out. But yeah, if there's anyone who joins in and is like, hey, I live stream on Twitch or Kick, I do have a Twitch account. I just don't have any plans on live streaming on Twitch. So if you do have a Twitch account, you're in my audience and you want live stream and you're in my Discord server, just put it into the appropriate channel and I will check it and I'll check you out. And that's about it. I do plan on going into different platforms. I will decide to make the social media accounts and stuff like that. But and that's about it. I'm not really saying that I'm trying to like blow up on YouTube, but having a small niche audience interested on the stuff that I do and what I bring to the table in terms of content creation is something I plan to do. So yeah, that's about it. So I will see you guys in the next video. It will be me most likely uploading the KOF 11 video again. So until next time, guys. Peace.